Man, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but it's really good to have old Wesley back.
That's your one and only Wesley for tonight, too, brother. This may be your show, but we'll boot your ass out here just as easily.
It's
No
good to have
worries,
you
man.
back,
It's
brother.
not.
I think I'm sitting on 2 strikes as it is.
Yeah, Phil signed on with 3 fucking whammies.
Well, welcome everybody. We're man, the whole crew's back together, man. I miss West. He's been gone for a couple of weeks. He's been out cruising the Caribbean or something, I think. And me and Phil have been tromping around Texas trying to stir something up. But man, I heard you had a lot of drama, Wes. You know, was there?
Bro,
Crazy?
I don't even know how to get into it. Man, and I won't bore everybody with it, but it's one of those vacations, very memorable, fun to plan to get down there. But you want to talk about a shit sandwich? It was an absolute shitty before. Decent cruise, the barbecue cruise. We had fun with some good peeps. And on the way back, it just Miami does not like this guy.
How many people were on the barbecue cruise? How many barbecuers you think were on it?
Oh man, it ended up there was a lot of people that backed out the last minute. I want to say there's probably 20 of us. First I thought there was going to be 100 and plus, and then it backed down to there was just a handful of us. But look, if anybody knows my wife, you say cruise, even if you're talking about getting in the truck and going down the road, she thinks it's a boat. She's all for it. She's throwing a deposit.
Right.
It didn't take much. And
right.
We were on this thing. But, man, it was fun. But, I was down there doing a little work. I wanted to kind of do a little work before I had customers in the area. And we're, having fun. And I think it was Saturday morning, man. And a lot of people have seen this and commented, dude, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We've gone out and had drinks the night before. No, nothing big. We had some people down there we're hanging out with in the hotel. And 6 a.m., man, I hear a pop. I see the light flash. You don't think about it. I thought maybe I just had a stroke in my sleep or something. Finally, it's about that time. I'm 45. And all of a sudden, nothing but just sirens and water everywhere. And I'll admit it because everybody knows I don't give a shit. I'm a mouse sleeper. So at first I was like, I'm in Guantanamo Bay. I'm being waterboarded. I'm sitting here thinking, and look, if you know me, you don't have to punish me to get the details out. I'm going to rat everybody out. So I'll immediately wake up giving names and where everything is at. I mean, I'm like, what in the hell? And, I had to wake Hannah up, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, we're on the 16th floor of this thing. We're going to open up. We're going down. Like, we're dead. There's going to be smoke everywhere. You can't see. It's pitch black in the hotel room. And I'm nothing but my drawers, man. And I get out the door. I run out in the hall. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I don't really want to come out in the hall in the drawers. So I'm trying to find clothes. Hannah's trying to get dressed. I'm thinking everybody's got this going on. I open the door. There's nobody's room but ours flooding. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. And of course, everybody's coming out like groundhogs looking. And, I'm a little embarrassed. And I'm thinking, man, there's something in our room on fire. And it was just a faulty hose. And I found out from one of my fireman friends that knows this. He said that was a 15-gallon per minute sprinkler system. So it was taking the paint off the walls. Well, let me tell you, this thing went off for 45 minutes before they could figure out how to turn it off.
In your hotel room? My
hotel room. And just so you guys know, I uploaded a little shot of this. Hannah took the video before her phone died. And I mean, literally, she lost her phone. But this was at the very beginning. And I want you guys to keep in mind, this went on for 45 minutes to the fact they had to evacuate 3 floors in the whole west wing of this hotel because of the flood.
Wow.
So this is what I woke up to Saturday morning, the day before we go on our cruise. Yeah. And that was 3 to 5 minutes into it. And keep in mind, this thing went on for 45 minutes. It flooded the entire floor on that side. And so yeah, it was fun. So we had nothing, lost every computer, every phone, any electronics. Hannah luckily had a work phone that she was able to deal with that didn't get destroyed. But and then we did our cruise and everything was fine there. And then we come
You just
back.
have to buy all new clothes on the cruise, or what?
We were able to get stuff washed. A lot of our stuff was ruined, and
I'm
there
pretty
was
sure it's washed.
years.
You probably want to get it dry.
Well, we've got everything. Put it this way: there was probably 15 to 20 years of sediment and rust in these pipes.
Rust-colored clothes.
I tasted it. There was hate in those pipes. Absolutely. The whole room was black. Our clothes, we got what we could washed and dried and wore it. I mean, we smelled like hobos, but it is what it is. And then on the way back home, man, we figured everything was done and we're 3 minutes from the airport. And we get an alert that says, your flight's been canceled, but don't you worry. We're going to get you rebooked as soon as possible. 20 minutes later, we got you booked for Tuesday morning. It's Sunday.
Wow. Were y'all flying Spirit or something?
Yeah, we were Southwest, which that was my last flight with them because I had to drive from Louisville the last time I flew with them. And so after that, brother, we got in a car because there was no flights because of the storms, and we drove from Miami home. Fun
How
stuff.
far was that? How many miles was that?
1,000 miles. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I know that's like going from El Paso to Brownsville.
We ain't even out of Texas yet. We're like still in Texas.
Yeah. Well, look, I had
Hop, skipping a
growing
jump.
up in Pensacola. We were like, we're about to just settle everything. We were like, we're done. That's a long drive for us. So,
Man, so the bookend of this gig was not good.
it was not. But yeah, so there's
Y'all
that.
planning on doing y'all planning on doing another barbecue cruise or no?
No, after we win the Royal this year, because it comes with that. I was told it's guaranteed with a 720 at minimum.
Okay,
I'll be happy. So, brother, I haven't been keeping up with the comments. I got to get on here, but it has been one hell of. I am happy to be back to see you two guys.
Yeah.
High and dry.
Wow. Man, I didn't know anything about it, Wes. So I was talking to Chris, and he's like, "Oh man, you haven't seen all the stuff on Wes's Facebook or Hannah's Facebook?" I'm like, "No, man, I don't know. It just doesn't show up in my feed or whatever. All I get's ads. It seems like, advertisements and." But yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, man, they're flooded out, man. The whole hotel, just their room flooded, and man, they're walking around in 2 feet of water.
It's terrible. Well, that lets me know also one of my good friends and my people I look up to has muted me on Facebook. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. He just let the cat out of the bag.
And I guess I just wanted to take a break. I guess I don't know.
I could understand. Trust me, I wanted to take a break too. So we didn't get that, but outside of that, we made the show.
Did the hotel do anything for you guys or no?
It took about 2 hours to get another room, and they put us in a shittier room. And I haven't heard from them to the point today that I had to hit them up and say, "Hey guys, where do I send my bill to?" And they're like,
"Yeah,
oh." So we got that going, and yeah. So I've had to initiate all this. Unfortunately, man, I have stayed at Hilton for 18 years, and they've been really good. But this Hilton in this region, they don't like people north of their region because they didn't do a damn thing for us.
Huh. Wow.
That's terrible. Hey, Marriott, if you want me, come get my points. I'll switch over.
The actual cruise part was okay, though. Yeah. The cruise,
the cruise is good, man. Yeah. The cruise is real good. Beautiful places, man. Bahamas, Dominican. We went to Turks and Caicos. It was awesome. Fun times, a lot of laughs. Man, a lot of drinks, needed it. And then got back to reality and figured I should have just stayed in the Turks.
Right. And I wasn't sure if you were going to make it tonight. It wasn't until you just popped on. I was like, oh, man, great, man. Wes is here. I wasn't sure. I thought we were going to be stuck with this Yankee by ourselves,
Oh, hell no. I saw Fred pop in for a minute, then he left. So get out of here, Fred. We got you. No more Fred. But yeah, it's other than that, man. Enough of me. What have you
Man,
guys done when I've been gone?
Schaefer's still in the chat. I don't know
Oh,
if he's
this is the
still there.
last comment of the night. I feel like
Oh,
that's
there's no the
everybody
next.
else.
No, there's another one. Good night, boys. It's coming.
Good night, boys.
Good night, boys. Anytime Shaver can watch me suffer, he will stay through this thing 2 hours. I promise you.
Oh man.
What did y'all win while I was gone, man? Show me the belt buckles. Show me something.
Yeah, not
Heck.
much. We need you back stateside, bro. Shit, it's rough.
Yeah.
around town.
Yeah. Man, it
Well.
was a rough weekend. So yeah, it was Chingle City. You know, it was as KP would call it, a donation station, you know.
No,
So,
right.
Well, you boys, when you say you got stuff, that means what? 14th, 15th out of 100? Where we at?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I figured. We'll go with that.
Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. So, but
Well,
man,
that just
Justin,
means that's what
we will
coming.
congratulate Justin and Fred. Fred actually RG seed and Justin Fortune G seed. So congrats to those guys. And man, some good cooks did win, and some other good cooks did not win. So
Hey, before we forget, I'm looking at our little ticker up here, guys. I need everybody to stop, like, share the show, subscribe. We got one heart on here. You can do that story right there. That deserves.
man, I think they were all.
Can we see wwhose that is, Wes? Can we see who
Yes,
did the heart?
it's my wife, Hannah. There's no joke.
She's still
God,
stuck
come
in the
on.
hotel. She came
Helping
back.
that. There we go. They're coming in. I appreciate you guys. Y'all make
Yeah,
sure
we
you
already
share it.
tripled it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's up to 4 now.
It's the only reason I'm still here.
That's climbing on up.
You gotta love Schaefer, man. I mean, just loves to see people in agony. You know, he doesn't hide it. I appreciate that about him.
Man, and if you talk to him, he's one of the good guys, you know. Yeah.
That's the problem. He is one of the good guys. Here we go. And it starts.
Good night, boys.
He got enough jabs in.
Yeah, love you, buddy.
He's like a baby tonight.
Always do. Good times. Good times.
Donnie, we've established it's Wesley. We've established this
No
already.
biblical names tonight. Even though I did feel like Moses there last week.
I feel like I was supposed to get kicked out on that one. I was like, it's an early night.
Speaking of my boy, I got it. Look, I saw this. I watched a little bit of the show on the boat that I could because it's very loud. Congratulations, Carl, man. One of the best guys that you can have win this thing. I watched his, man. He didn't show a lot of emotion. You want to talk about a poker face, man? I mean, he did, but it was like, man, I'd have been crying and all kind of crap. So congratulations, man. Well deserved.
Man, I think he had some tears. You just couldn't see them, you know.
He held them back.
He did an interview. They came in for him. They said, Carl, you just won a world championship. Are you excited? And he goes, yup.
Yeah. I'm fired up. Yeah, buddy. No problem. That was awesome, man. I loved seeing it. Absolutely.
No, it was a good weekend, man. We've had a couple of good weekends for sure. So, but yeah, man, I'm not cooking this weekend. I'm taking a weekend off, and Phil's traveling up north. He's cooking on in sub-zero weather. So,
you going to what is that? Minnesota in May or whatever? Not May, but Minnesota, the ice, whatever it is.
Fire on ice.
Fire on ice.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cooks there, man.
And we're gonna do some ice fishing on Thursday afternoon, night, Friday morning, whatever. It's all loose. You know, there'll probably be bourbon involved. There's no telling. I mean, it's just we don't know.
They're all fishing trips, Phil. You remember
well,
that?
He leaves tomorrow, you know, so he flies out tomorrow to to prep and to fish and to get a bunch of fishing in. So
yeah, they're all just fishing.
-40 wind chill today. Are you sure is it ready for all that?
Man, look, I'm bringing the Texas heat wave with me. It's going to be up to, I think, maybe 21 degrees on Saturday.
Did you see that plane? Did you see that plane that flipped over up there?
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I did. Thanks.
Well, I know me and you were talking. Me and Phil were on the phone, and he's like, "Man, I guess these planes can land in that kind of weather. It's fucking."
We just said that 2 or 3 days ago. With like, man,
they all lived. It's fine. They're good.
They do it all the time.
And then later on that night, I see a fucking plane flip over on some iced up runway, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" We were just talking about that. You know,
And I don't really know how that happened. I think that guy was just coming in too hot. It looked like he went like he was up a little too high and then just kind of went down. Or I don't really know. But
He
I'm
bounced
kind
it.
of hoping they got that out of the way.
Yeah, I could still fill another one in there, but if you do a clean roll, you can get out. You just need to do a clean. It was a clean. Nobody burned up. It's fine.
If you can do
Right.
it clean. Man, no hard objects. No
Yeah.
blunt.
You know, if you're gonna die, you want it to be quick. You know, you
Right.
don't want to be mangled and stuff. And we got to start identifying you.
right.
You have fun up there. So yeah, so who's getting all your stuff for you? I mean, I'm sure you've got somebody lining you out. You're not driving.
Jeff Vanderlinde, you know, Shiggin and grinning. He's man, he's got us pretty fixed up. He's lined out. I think we're borrowing 2 drums from Hot Daddies. Jeff's got me one of his barbecue trailers he doesn't really use anymore, but he's like, man, this is good. It'll keep you from freezing to death. And I'm like, fuck, perfect. So, I mean, half the battle is just not freezing. Man, he's got of course, he's got some roll oak charcoal for us. He went down to Compart. He's got me some collars, some ribs. I trimmed my brisket yesterday and my wings and man, put them in the freezer. So I'm just going to take them in the carry-on. And man, I shipped a bunch of stuff up there last week, my seasonings and injections and all that stuff. And, a box full of shit.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Star of the show.
Yeah, this is what I've been doing. We got grandbabies, so.
Oh wow!
That is
Look
at that. Producer in training. I'm looking at my replacement right here.
That's the chicken nugget. That's chicken.
That
nugget.
is a chicken nugget. What are you doing,
Oh,
buddy?
how cute!
He's like,
He is property.
that man. That is awesome.
Yeah. So it's been grandbaby central around here. So
Hey, you wouldn't have it any other way with
the grandbaby, Bill.
what's that?
How long y'all got the grandbaby?
Man, I think till Thursday, huh, babe? Thursday or Friday. Yeah, they've been here since. Yeah, well, they came in on Saturday while we were at wherever the fuck we were at. Oh, so sorry, grandbaby.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
I know you're not going to church Sunday. I can tell you that.
Used to the show. The show makes no exceptions.
No exceptions, So
non-monetized again, cussed in front of a monitor.
Fuck.
Oh, my bad. That's on repeat. Let me get that off there. Sorry.
Yeah.
His fur is going to be flipping us off. He's like,
has he said his first word yet?
No, nothing. No, he's still it's still all under wraps, So he's pretty quiet. He doesn't cry. He's a good little kid, He doesn't really, make too much racket or anything. So a couple more.
Trying to figure this situation out. I know that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are we doing here?
he hadn't figured it out yet.
Sorry, grandbaby. Bill, you get a shirt. Sorry, grandbaby.
Man, he's got a great damn head of hair on him, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, man. He's got a freaking mop up there for sure.
He does.
How old is he?
Got a mop on him.
Mhm.
Look at that.
How old is he?
He's 7 months.
7 months. 7 months.
You could have told Billy he was
How old
12.
is
He's like,
the
he's
grandbaby?
12.
Sorry, grandbaby.
Sorry, grandbaby over there.
We could have done a whole show with him. We'd have had
Vanessa's in her happy spot.
Oh, she totally is. She totally is.
Vanessa, did you take off work this week? You just told him, no, I'm on vacation.
And she's been at home most of the week. So.
Bill, how far does your kids live from you?
Man, they live up north. I guess probably about 3.5 hours. Okay. So around the Dallas area. So
I was just curious if you and Vanessa were going to be like full-time babysitters and stuff.
No, we it's every 2 or 3 months we get the grandbabies. That's about it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome, man.
yeah.
She said we are right now.
She's loving it. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
man, she's head over heels about it, man. She can't get enough of them. So.
Oh yeah, we can't let Hannah see that. She's already trying to have another kid. And I'm like, you're almost 50. No, no, we can adopt another puppy. We're good.
Where's Carmen at?
Hey, Carmen's around.
I saw her in the comments.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen.
She's in the
Yeah.
audience.
Oh,
She's in the live
Yeah.
audience. We have a live audience.
Oh my god.
Bill is in a live studio audience. He always is.
He's got a live studio on.
I got live studio. We got to get Shane in here, babe. All right. Say goodbye to the grandbaby. We got to go.
Bye, grandbaby. Sorry, grandbaby.
He's got to go to bed, you know. Well, we better get the damn Yankee in here. You know, of course, man, I don't know if anybody's even made a donation. So let me add him to the stage here and welcome him in. There he is. Man.
Man, I thought once grandbaby showed up, like, hey, Shane, we're going to need you maybe next week.
I thought about it, Shane. I thought about it. You know?
He's like, I'm pushed back again.
Should we pivot?
Right.
He was texting me on the side going, man, we can still roll out the rest of the show with the grandbaby. Should
Right.
we change it next week?
Man,
Yeah, we almost bumped him this week. You know, he texted me, "Hey, we still on?" He said, "You're gonna bump me?" I said, "Well, I can see if East Texas is available."
And he hit you up like last Wednesday. Are we still good?
Man, I've been watching.
glad to have you on.
And y'all are like, oh, Shane, get a GC, and we'll have you on. And I'm like, all right, and I've been working my ass off. Finally, I caught a GC, if not maybe two, in the month of August. And I'm like, all right, maybe the guys will invite me. Maybe they'll invite me. Nope.
Look at that. Big John came through.
Yeah, no invite after two GCs. So I'm like, all right, go to American Royal, get top 25. Still no invite.
Hey, have you not figured out we're just trying to make you cook harder? I mean, we didn't want you to come on the show and lay down.
You know what?
know,
I appreciate it.
Like, check
Exactly.
boxes and like, that's it. We're done. Our barbecue crew. We're just trying to push you, bro. That's
Man, I've been chasing that carrot. I ain't gonna lie.
all.
Shane, you do realize that the people that come on this show, usually a contest or two, they win again or they win for the first time. So you got a GC in your pocket, brother.
Yeah,
Hey, my
it's
next
happened,
contest.
it's happened quite a bit, Shane, where people
A
have come
lot.
on the show and GC the next weekend. So I don't know if you're cooking next weekend. If
Well,
you're
next
not,
weekend,
you probably
my
should.
next cook is Houston Rodeo, so that'd be a damn good one to win.
Well, I don't know if that one's going to count. You know.
I got Austin after that though, so
Oh shit! Oh shit!
We like to give it a good 2 or 3 contests is where we limit
Man, I'm
it.
sure there's a number.
Lacey's in the bedroom watching, going, "Please no."
Man, I don't think it had to be a real high number either.
I
You
don't
know,
think so, too. I feel like what would be the over and under on that? What would Vegas say?
Let me get through this tequila. We'll talk.
Oh god. He's rotating cups out. This shit is about to get real.
And those ain't little cups either. Those are big cups.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell me, Shane? I don't know if anybody's going to want to shig off me. Did you say that to me, or was that somebody else that said that to me?
Well, no. So, I mean, honestly, up until recently, I really had nothing that nobody wanted to freaking shig from me. So, oh, buddy,
You're unshiggable. You know.
that's my boy, Buddy. So, at Humble a couple weeks ago, Robert won. I took second. Buddy took third. He lost to me by 0.6. So I told him, he goes, man, I lost to you by 0.6. And I looked at him and was like, do better.
Wow. Man, Buddy
That's
was
the
next
best
to us.
advice you can give.
Buddy was next to us this weekend where we all got chingled. I think he was in the chingle crowd as well. So
Yeah, he got hosed.
yeah.
It happens.
His food looked good.
Yeah. So I tried to make mine look bad, you know, and it worked on chicken.
Coming in hot.
Look
What
at that.
happened on that chicken, Bill?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We got that $1.99 in. From
Oh yeah,
Shiggin.
man, we're set for Houston now. Thanks, Caesar. You know, so
Bill, what happened on that chicken?
man, that chicken walked. You know,
For real?
He walked
Yeah.
too close to Kit's setup, and he walked by a little boy, and it actually burnt Bill's chicken when he walked.
it was hanging around my camp during chicken. And
Man, you
it just
don't-
kind of bled over.
You can't
You
get
know,
too close.
somebody was telling me they were watching Kit cook, and I'm like, man, you probably really shouldn't do that. You know, 'cause,
Don't
man, that's
watch
just
too close.
it's gonna screw you up. You
Is
know,
that that reverse flip or whatever you call it? Or
yeah, it's a double clutch. You know,
Double
so.
clutch.
It's a
How
double
did
clutch.
old
man.
Kid- how'd he finish? Did he get chingled as well? Or
Yeah,
whatever
he
you
got
call
double clutch shingled.
Question.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
question.
Next question. Oh God.
We don't want to talk about G-Walt only turning in 2 meets. So
You know, G-Walk came over that morning. He's like, Phil, you got any tips for me? And man, I told G-Walt, I'm like, man, keep it clean and don't offend nobody. And he goes, well, fuck, we know that ain't happening. And you know, I didn't think of it at the
might have
time.
should have
but I'm like,
showed them to get them all turned in.
I was talking about the barbecue, G-Walt. I was talking about the barbecue. And then afterwards, which I know he was in no mood to talk about it, and I get it, but man, there was some of it what of a controversial clock issue at this contest. But you know, they only have one clock that has the official time, it is what it is. And he did miss brisket turn in. I thought, man, I should have told him make sure you make all your turn ins. You know, I mean, well, you know, I mean, it is good advice. You can't win a contest if you don't. But man, I took note of that. Man, their clock they were running was almost a minute and a half faster than everybody's phones and you know all the anatomical clocks or whatever you call that, astronomical clocks or whatever. Yeah, so it was kind of man, I think they had 2 people miss chicken, 3 people miss rib, and 5 people miss brisket. And I think we had 58 teams, which is a lot of people not making turn in.
Yeah.
And you know, we were at dinner, we missed the cooks meeting, and they tell you go to the cooks meeting and they have the clock. So I didn't know that, but I know I left with like 3 minutes on a 1 minute walk. And when I put it down, I'm like, they didn't have a second hand on the clock either. And it was 09, which I had less than a minute. I'm like, wow, shit, that was close. That must have been further than I thought. And I never put it together until that last turn in and I saw a couple people miss turn in. And it was like, shit, that's on me too, because man, it's on us to be responsible to know that and know if that clock is different, man, you know, and I didn't. So, man, I kind of took note to it, and everybody should.
Yeah. How many times though have you been at a con? I know that clock is usually never that far off. Maybe 30 seconds. You know what I mean? From your phone, they're pretty because everybody's got an iPhone, so they're going by the iPhone. To be a minute and a half is a lifetime.
Not this one wasn't going by the iPhone. So
this time it's going by a flip phone. But they set
I got one of my clocks set like 45 seconds ahead, kind of the old hit the snooze when you know don't want to wake up in the morning gig. And I'm like, that kind of gives me a little cushion, kinda. But I'm like, man, I don't build in a minute and a half. So yeah, that is a pretty good gap.
G-Walt, that was the worst advice you could have gotten from your wife. You got 2 minutes, babe. Never listen to that shit. Ever. I've been burned on that too. I set all my clocks.
I could have gotten DQ'd as well because, man, I was in no hurry. Man, I thought I had 3 or 4 minutes. And, man, I had mine in my carrier sitting in my chair outside, you know, on my porch. And Randall come by, Kendrick. He's like, hey, Purvis, we got to go. And I'm like, oh, okay, shoot. You know, and, man, I didn't look at the clock, but I thought I had, you know, 3 or 4 minutes for a 1 minute walk. But
yeah,
Randall came by me and said, man, we need to go, bro. Grab your shit, man. Let's go. And then I'm just following him, and he's kind of long stepping it. You know, he got them long legs, and he's wheeling it pretty fast. And I'm like, man, this guy knows something I don't. And man, I turned it in, and I didn't bother to look at the clock. They took it, but I didn't. It was the last turn in of the day. But man, apparently, I think I was probably pretty close too. You know, so
from listening to what y'all guys did, Bill, did it really matter if you'd missed or not?
It would have made for a better story.
Yeah,
I'm just bullshitting.
I probably would have rather missed, truth be told, than the
and it was first place if I could have got it scored. You know,
that's right.
Yeah, that's exactly. You could have always. I mean, ain't nobody beating that chicken.
Man, I almost did the same thing, Bill. I had mine boxed up early. Like I know on that chicken, I'm like, man, I had 3.5 minutes, and I'm like, I had less than a minute, and I'm like, shit, okay, I better leave a little earlier on ribs. And I didn't really put together there was a clock issue, but I had my brisket done at like 04 or something. And I don't really normally. I'm like, I even looked. I'm like, man, I'll just wait a few minutes because like I don't even want to walk up there that soon. And I said, screw it. Let me just go turn it in and be done. My dumb ass will probably forget to turn it in. So I just went and turned it in.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and bullshitted with a couple guys and then kind of saw all this unfold. But G-Walt was running, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, is he going to make it? And then he's like, oh yeah, you got 2 minutes. And then Donald walks out. Man, I just got DQ'd. They said I was late.
Holy.
And of course, GWAT was behind him, so he didn't make it. But yeah, it was kind of wild.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Shane,
Yeah,
I've been watching you, brother.
Have you ever missed a turn in, Shane, or no? Have you ever missed
Hey, man,
one?
knock on wood. Not
Oh
once.
shit! You had to ask him before big contest.
Not once. No, I
We'll
mean,
miss two next week.
I usually
Have
I
you
try
ever had any dreams about missing turn-in, like
So
nightmares?
the only turn-in I was really close to ever missing, I mean, it was bullshit ancillary at the American Royal, was potato, because I was trying to do some like potato bomb or something like in a biscuit or whatever, and it wasn't done. And so finally, Lacey just threw some damn potatoes in a damn tray, and she goes, "You got a minute and a half." And I went from my flip-flops to my running shoes, and she goes, "You're taking this one." And my big ass was running, and I got there with like 15 seconds to go. But that's
How'd
the
the potatoes
closest I've
do?
ever been.
How'd the potatoes do?
Oh, they're fucking terrible, but actually it weren't that bad. But
You should have missed it.
yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it didn't finish dead ass last. So I mean, yeah.
There you
Right.
go.
Hey,
Well,
was that a shot?
Oh, and you know what else is interesting about this contest is they were given a free entry for last place. They were given free entries to another double header for last place, but man, it doesn't count if you miss a turn in as last place.
I
You
see.
had to
They cover
earn last
bases.
place.
You have
Yeah.
to earn it. Yeah.
Your shit's got to be legitimately bad.
Yeah, you gotta
Just-
cook bad shit and get it there on time if
Right.
you want to win this.
Yeah, Donald had messaged me that he got DQ'd from brisket turn in. I'm like, man, bullshit. Like, I just didn't know if I could believe him or not, because like 1 week he's retired, 1 week he's cooking a double header. Like, I was like, bullshit, dude, whatever. He goes, no, serious. And so then I started hearing stories about other people. It's like, oh shit, maybe the clock story is true. So yeah, I heard it's a mess.
Man, I watched him come out of the door, and Donald is, you can't ever take him serious half the time. And when he walked out, I mean, it was a typical Donald go, man, just DQ'd me. They said I was out of time. And I kind of thought at that point, it's like 50-50. Is he serious or not?
Yeah.
You're
And
right
he
about
did.
Donald.
By the time he walked off, he seemed kind of pissed. And I'm like, man, either he got DQ'd or he sold it pretty good. Like, I believed him, so yeah.
Do they still take? But did he have his box with him, or how
They
did they
took
do
his
it?
That's what he said, and that was
He took
weird
his box.
because he goes, yeah. Then he brought it up to the table, and she goes, "Oh no, you're out of time. It's past the window, but I need your box," and took his box. That's at least what he said. I don't know.
They
know,
need.
which
Man,
kinda
you're not
stinks.
getting my food.
You
if
ain't
you're-
getting my
No.
damn box. You already told me you
Yeah.
ain't gonna score it. Let me take my shitty barbecue back to at least not here.
I'm getting $20 from somebody in the parking lot for this shit. You're not taking it and eating it, and I'm not getting scored.
I
That ain't
should have
happening.
sold every box I had.
Ain't
But at
no
least we
way.
got in on the Calcutta, so
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
That was a good move,
that was a great move. Yes.
Robert.
All right,
Smith,
Shane, I gotta ask you,
$2.
man. I've been watching you. You've been creeping up. You've been doing well, buddy. What the hell have you changed in your whole repertoire? I kind of know what you're gonna say, but I got to give you props as much as it burns my insides. Man, you've been doing well, so congrats, man.
Thank you,
What's
buddy.
kind of been the key to that?
Man, 100% honesty, transparency. Since August when I started hitting, I ain't changed nothing.
That's a lie. What really did you do?
I ain't changed shit. So the problem is why I was so freaking yin and yang, yo-yoing back and forth. Is like, oh shit, I didn't hit last week. Let me try this week. Let me try this
Right.
sauce. And like, man, no, just running the same shit and little tweaks, or man, we all know it's a tenderness game. Everybody's flavors are freaking good, and your food's gonna taste good if it's tender, but you gotta get it fucking tender. If it ain't tender, it don't fucking matter what it tastes like. So I really haven't messed with my flavors too much, and it's like somebody threw up there about Shane getting into the rub game. Like, yeah, me and Lacey were dicking around with a chicken wing rub we were trying to make, and it turned out it's like, man, we could run this on chicken. It tastes like our chicken rub, and man, sure as shit, it's hit. But I wasn't trying to get into the rub game, but here, I'm gonna have fun with it. But so, it's just the tenderness game, man. I mean, that's it. I haven't really changed much.
So has your tenderness changed?
Yeah, a lot. So when I hit those 2 GCs back late August, September, I was really good on ribs, and then a couple people got in my damn head about pushing my ribs further. And if you go look at my rib scores, man, they started tanking because I was listening to people about pushing them further. I'm like, why the hell am I pushing further? I'm hitting on them, and once I reeled them back right before the royal, man, we start freaking boom, boom. We're just getting consistent. And like I'm looking at temps and I'm worried about probe tender. You know, it's probe tender and temps. So I have a number to correlate the two, right? So yeah. Hey, Hatcher taught me that. That shit works, man.
You still doing the Johnny Trigg method? You got some of that
I got that tiger sauce working.
Yeah, you got some tiger sauce in there.
Yeah, man.
He said,
I got a gun in my boot too. I wear flip flops, so
you're an ornery bastard. What you're saying?
So
That's the worst thing that can happen. I mean, look, everybody cooks different. You know, everybody wants to be a Bill, a Phil, a Jordan, you know, and stuff like that. You got to cook what's with you. You know, just because somebody says push it farther, they could cook it on different smokers. They're cooking different ways, doing everything, their whole technique. Man, you just do what you do. You know, and if it's not working, then you start listening and push it. But you know, we're not all going to be the same, so they can absolutely turn you.
And
So
if that don't work, Wes says, come see me. I got a discount code for you.
I do.
I was
I'm not out of notes.
absolutely lost on my brisket, dude. Lost. So I mean, reached out to Robert Smith, who's one of the dang brisket kings. I mean, and we kind of went through a process and this and that, and like his it made sense to me, but it just didn't sync with me. And talk with Aaron Leslie. Aaron Leslie's just didn't sync with me, but it makes sense. And then I cooked with Kurt Wallace, you know, and Kurt Wallace, man, like I took processes from Kurt Wallace, Smoked and Furious. I took process from Robert and Aaron Leslie, and I kind of put it all together and I made it mine. And now that's kind of what I've been running for. What month are we now? February, for 4 or 5 months, and just running the same thing. I haven't changed anything. You know, so yeah.
And you would start with what? Let's go ahead. Go.
Go.
Take it from the top.
Just start.
Right at the top.
Well,
What ribs are you using?
Tim Ash will tell you I trim with a fucking chainsaw. So I mean,
He sent me that before as well. Yeah.
Did he send you that video he fucking made?
I think you sent me a picture of some hack job of yours, I think, or something. So.
Man, hey, it hit too.
Speaking of that, I saw Rob in the comments. Rob,
hit.
can you share that brisket picture that I saw a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you. I told Bill I am the worst at taking fucking food pictures.
Are you?
Oh,
I
I had
it.
pictures
Makes
of
me wanna see
ribs that
more
were
of 'em.
perfect in my trailer. They look horrible. You take them outside in the sunlight, completely different ribs.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah.
LED lighting in your trailer suck for pictures.
I like the bullshit with you, but you're right, man. The lighting does matter. I mean, I saw what that was. I knew it wasn't that bad, but the lighting made it look like it was just chocolate.
Thanks, Kicking Ash.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thank you, Kicking Ash. Appreciate it, brother.
Wes, I know how painful it is for you to give me any compliments, but thank you.
Look, I'll give it when it's due. Like I said, I've been seeing it, and you've been doing well, man. And I wish nothing but continued success in there.
Thank you, man.
I say that with a lot of sigh, a lot of breath behind that.
Jared, everybody that's
everybody
donating is doing it on YouTube.
It's like
The guy's asking how he can donate to the podcast. Everybody that's donating is doing that on YouTube. I guess YouTube has got it set up where you can donate, but man, the rest of them.
There's like super stickers or something like that. Or
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
And that's where the majority of our people watch this at is mainly YouTube. We do get some Facebook, but it's majority YouTube. So that is where you can get all that. Yeah. They have more options.
Mm-hmm.
But paper plate. Where are you off next to? You said.
So I'm cooking Houston Rodeo with Dar Equipment. So get to go down there and try and get down there and walk that big stage. We'll see what happens.
Are we going to get you over at Cedar Fest?
When is that?
I don't. Let me see. I got it in my calendar here.
March 28th, maybe.
No,
you're right. Yeah,
March 28th. Same weekend as Alvin. I'll be in Alvin.
I'm out that weekend. I'll be on my way back from the Yankees home opener.
Well, look, you boys all go to Alvin. This boy's coming to Cedar Fest.
Hell yeah.
Oh, bullshit. You're coming to Cook, Texas? Bullshit.
Yeehaw!
You damn right.
Only because it's a KCBS.
Only because somebody was at Brandon Perriman was giving me a hard time. He's like, you're really stepping out. I was like, man, it's Texas. Is your home turf. Your judges. I want to cook my sanctioning body.
Well, yeah, a lot of us will be in Alvin Alvin's
And
300.
I am not
300
pissed
teams.
about that.
Alvin will be about 300 teams, and Cedar Fest will be a cream puff for you, Wes. You know,
That
so.
worked. Hey, I feel like a good 30th place would be good that weekend.
Anything outside of Grander Reserves,
Yeah, look,
definitely not a win.
they're already setting me up. So yeah, we'll well, hell, to be honest with you, it'd be good to come over there and eat at Ernest's place, right? That's worth the trip, I hear.
That's not
Yeah,
even
it's only
close.
about 3 hours away.
Is it? Oh shit! Well, I
Yeah,
thought it was closer than that.
Yeah, you're about 2 hours from Seguin,
But
buddy.
still in Texas. Still in Texas.
It is
Yeah.
Texas.
I'll be there for a while. That's my
No, it's
territory. I gotta
probably
work. I gotta
probably
make it
2
down there.
hours, Wes. Probably 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Chance.
No,
Let's-
I-35
You ought to
Three.
just come on down to Alvin and cook with all of us, and Alvin's what you ought to do. You know,
You know what? Save me a spot. Pretend I'm
Yeah.
going to be there, and I may just show up.
What a put.
What is that, CBA? I do got to get off in that.
CBA 4 meets. Yeah, we'll talk offline. You ought to come to
Absolutely.
Alvin.
You should come the week before and cook Weatherford. 50 grand.
That is going to be, man, I'm cooking.
doing-
I got
smoke
10
on the
contests in 11 weeks.
Smoke
So
on
when
the
I tell you my
shores is-
stuff is starting, it's just popping every weekend. That is the one weekend off, and I got something that's between Cedar Fest and I believe it's Smoke on the Shores. The
Hey,
weekend
man,
between
on
that's the only time
purpose,
I
you
got
don't know the password.
Is there any other KCBSs that weekend, Wes, or no? Is Cedar Park kind of the only thing on the
Cedar Park is the only one. There is one, I think, in North Carolina. And look, man, it just sets up perfect for me. I was like, I'd rather just go there anyway. Take 20 down south, go to Dallas or whatever, and I'll be there. Easy shot over.
Well, if it's the only one, Brad will probably be at Cedar Park, so you'll be fighting for second.
Well,
Yeah.
well Brad will be there for sure because that's the one I think 2 years ago, or was it last year? He won
Yeah.
out of a
Yeah, I
Oldsmobile
think-
or something.
2 years ago. Yep.
Look, guys, y'all have never heard me brag about this at all, but the last time I went head to head with Brad, I put 8 on his ass. So I'm not that concerned with Brad.
Like you literally got 8s.
I mean,
I
he's
forgot
not
about
watching,
that.
so it
That was a
doesn't
nice
matter.
circle
but
back, Wes. Nice. circle back.
Brad might need to just kind of watch out for me.
Yeah. And does Brad know Wes is going yet?
I don't know.
I bet there's a cancellation very, very soon. There'll be one team down tomorrow.
Brad's going to
Screen
North
record this shit
Carolina.
when it's. I'm gonna screen record this shit when it's done and send it to Brad.
Just saying, man.
Man, we really ought to have Brad on the show sometime.
We should
Yeah.
do it the weekend after Cedar Fest. So, do they give belt buckles? I've always wanted a belt buckle.
No, they give axes. The year
Yeah, they give
Brad
axes.
won, I reserved, and I got a big old axe in a log. It travels well.
I love the fact that that's right, Big Rags. He will be shigging. I don't even know if he's back from Taiwan or what. He does like 3 vacations in a row. He does he'll go from Taiwan to Dubai to somewhere in the fucking Sahara Desert and sit there for a week
In flip flops.
in flip flops. What he barbecues in is what he vacations in.
Yeah,
No difference.
6 GCs in a row. I think I'm going to go to Thailand for a couple of weeks, and then I'll come back and blast off 4 more. So
That's what it looks like, Wes.
Jesus.
Oh, look at he just big balled us all.
It's a bunch of axes on a plate. Yeah. So it's pretty heavy. It's pretty cool.
That's if you win, Wes.
Yeah. I mean, I got a spot for some axes. I'm just saying. We'll throw it in there.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Now, Brad, it looks like he may be in St. Roberts. I mean, it's a good thing for his ass that he's going. There's another one close to him. That's a long ride.
Wes talking all that shit. I hung 8 on his ass.
I mean,
That's a
I got
t-shirt.
last lick. That's all I'm saying. If you grew up with brothers, I got last lick.
Oh, you
Man,
keep
I bet
posting
he's
them.
in Cedar Park. I bet he's not in St. Roberts. I bet he's in Cedar Park.
Yeah, especially if Wes keeps poking his ass, he'll do a rolling double. He'll do Cedar Park and roll it back
there's
up
no
there.
doubt. There's no-
He'll
that's the
know.
only
He'll
guy.
know that Cedar Park is a cream puff, and he'll go down there and just waylay it. It'd be an easy win.
It'd be
Sad
easy
thing
win.
is though, everybody that's watching this is like, why is he calling it a cream puff? Well, I'm going. They're pissed off. Good job. Nobody's buying your rubs, Bill. Keep it up. Son of a bitch. But if you can go to what is it, Home Depot or Lowe's?
Home Depot. Yeah.
Home Depot. Get his rub. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Buy them out.
Pick 'em up.
So, Mhm. And Shane, you're not cooking that weekend. You're off. You're in New York or what?
Yeah, I'm heading home. Actually, that Saturday I'll be heading home back from New York because Thursday's the Yankees home opener against the Brewers. I'm going up for it. So I ain't never been to a home opener. Haven't been to the new stadium. I went to 100 games at the old stadium, but yeah, I'm going to the new stadium. I told Lacey, I don't give a shit what it costs. We're going. Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Can't hide money.
Can't hide money.
Want to.
Why would you want to? Shane says.
If you make enough of it, just let everybody hold it.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a credit card millionaire, man.
I like it, brother. I like that. That's a good shirt. Credit card millionaire.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, we do got to have. I got a special shout out to Shane. For the new
Oh
one.
yeah.
And it's just plugged in. This thing works. Like this is the first time
yeah.
I've had a.
Hey,
I've
turn
had
the echo
several
up.
mics.
Turn the echo
And they
up.
all worked. I just didn't know how to make them work. So now I've got a mic collection. Thank
Hey,
you.
just
Right.
turn the echo up.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that noise?
Oh.
You can turn the echo up on it.
Huh.
So how close were you at Humble Rodeo? You RGC'd Humble Rodeo, Shane. Yeah. How close were you?
So one call RGC'd, right? I got a second place chicken. I tied Bobby for first place chicken, but he beat me in the tiebreaker. And then I had
That was your only call.
That was my only call. I had 13th place ribs, 18th place pork, and 13th place brisket. And Bobby beat me by 10 points. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I'll
he
tell
had
you
a
this.
call.
I'll tell you this, Wesley. He was crying like a baby. He was crying.
My
And
first
that was
ever
after he got a
RGC, dude.
chicken call. He was still crying.
I was shocked, man. It was my first ever. I never RGC'd. I never got a buckle or GC or RGC with Lacey there with me, so it meant a lot, you know. And I was shocked. But what's crazy is, was it dirty?
How long?
underwear?
How long did you cry for?
Man, not 10 seconds, bro. That was good. I got my shit together.
Little
Not to
bitch.
mention, I was a handle a crown in. But
Hey, the question is this: was Lacey coherent enough to realize that her husband had come in second?
yeah,
Does she remember it, or did you have
She
to
does.
show her?
She
the
does.
video?
Yeah, like why did
Yeah.
you ask that?
well,
She was.
the
She
problem
was
is
telling him. She was telling him to stop crying. You know.
we
She
got
looked
there-
over and
we
said,
got there on-
"You're being a bitch. Stop."
we loaded in Thursday night, and she fireballed herself, kind of like that night you and her hung out west there in South
I
Haven.
will dry heave if you don't shut up.
West
I
got
would
fireballed
die.
bad. But so she fireballed herself. So Friday she was pretty miserable, and then Saturday she was like really kind of just kept it together until after we did so good, and then after awards, like everybody kept bringing the damn Cinnabomb and Fireball and everything else, and yeah. So
That's a dangerous woman, brother.
Man, y'all are
I'm just
making me
telling you.
thirsty.
I don't even think y'all can come back to South Haven because I talked with the people up there, and I think y'all are blackballed.
I don't think I want to get shot at, so I'm probably not going to come back.
Wes, I'm
You're
thinking about
definitely,
doing
you're definitely
South
not
Haven.
allowed at Pine Bluff. That's for sure.
Thinking about doing South Haven, Wes.
You
That
need
could
to,
be- That could be the turkey hunting week.
brother. It could be. Oh no. There's a different season of shooting up in the South Haven area. You're the turkey. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
You could
No, I
take that
just
how
know
you
if
want it.
took South Haven and then go, eradicate some of those turkeys that you
Corn
got.
South
thieves.
Haven used to be a great comp, and it's really kind of spiraled out of control with the popularity of the carnival.
Is it in a
Oh,
rough
is it-
neighborhood? Is it in a
is-
rough
is it
neighborhood?
another
It's
crime
not.
bluff-
It's not.
crime bluff
It's not.
situation?
No,
Well,
it's actually
20
in a
minutes from
beautiful
Memphis,
park.
so they all come down that way.
Well, hey, this
When you
is
say
not
they
Pine
all,
Bluff.
They all. When you
Hey,
say they
let's
all.
let's have a listen, everyone.
The
We
problems,
love
problems.
all people on this show.
the problems of
We don't
Memphis.
condone any theys or yous.
Saying, Shane.
These are used.
First of all, I played baseball at the University of Memphis. I lived in Memphis for 4 or 5 years, so I can talk about Memphis because I know the crime stats of Memphis. And so, like, yes.
Because I Googled them.
No, I lived there. My first son was
I
born
know
there.
the crime stats of Memphis. I didn't live there, but I Googled them, and I know them too.
Man, no bullshit.
I know him. He pulls up his
What
shirt.
about,
and there's a
what
gunshot
about Pine
wound.
Bluff? You got the crime stats on Pine Bluff or no?
Man, no, I can't talk about crime. Pine Bluff, sorry.
Oh, what you want to do is you want to tag them. You don't want to talk about them behind their back. You want to tag whoever.
Run
you're
it right
talking
at them. Tag them.
Correct.
Don't
Run
be
it right
scared
at
either.
'em.
And don't delete it either. I would never do that.
Who is crying in the background? Who is that?
Carmen. That's Carmen.
The live audience is losing their shit.
Y'all have never seen a white boy circle the wagons like you
Circle
see
the
Shane whenever he let that out, because there was about to be a drive-by in Prime Bluff. I'm telling you. That dude had 2 Desert Eagles sitting up there. He's looking. He had motion-censored lights around.
Bullshit. I was sitting in my chair at midnight drinking a drink with my damn pistol sitting next to me, but nothing happened.
Sleep that whole night.
I slept like a baby. I'll never forget. I'm getting ready to do chicken turn in, and the promoter knocks on my door. She goes, "Hey," she goes, "the mayor called." She's like, "Can you take your post down?" And I'm like, "The mayor called."
The mayor called.
The mayor actually called and said, "Where that bitch at?"
Yeah. Well, then I updated it to say Pine Bluff, and that wasn't good enough because then they're like, "Oh, white boy scared," and this and that. I'm like, "Well, no, man, I ain't scared. I mean, I grew up in Newburgh, New York. Google Newburgh, New York. You see where I grew up." But and then I just decided to take it down. Yeah.
after 200 comments and bunch of death threats and hate mail.
I went viral for all the wrong reasons.
Man, did you screenshot them before you took it down? Do you still have access to all those comments?
No, we had 2 or 3 girls that took up for us and started going off on all of them for us. Yeah. So,
again, we don't call.
What did they say in the comments, Shane? What were they saying in the comments?
Oh, I bet this white boy's food is nasty. Don't go and support him. His business will be closed.
This white boy's food is nasty.
Yeah. He don't use no salt, no seasoning.
I wouldn't buy nothing from him. I'm like, good, 'cause I ain't selling nothing. Yeah.
Hey, didn't one of them come to your defense though? Didn't one of them back you?
Like 2 or 3 of them did.
2 or 3 of these 200 comments was on my side.
Yeah, there's one girl talking about, man, these rappers sit there and rap about Pine Bluff and how bad it is, and y'all sell out their concerts and you support them and you're cheering them on. But this man comes to town and he calls it like it is, and y'all want to talk shit about him, and it's like, yeah.
And audience, when we say them, we're talking about Pine Bluffians. That's what we mean by
yeah.
Just want to again keep this on track because I've got 3 emails. Pine Bluffians.
Yeah.
What are Memphis Memphians?
I guess. So.
Yes, they are.
Our viewership has gone up.
Can we
I
just
think
forget
we're
about
coming for you. There's hate mail coming in. We found his ass.
Man, I think Pine Bluff is tuned in. Man,
Hey, Wes, can we talk about your garbage bag in South Haven?
at Pine Bluff.
I thought that happened in your hotel room.
At Pine Bluff, Big Rack. That is.
We should have had the mayor on as a
Oh,
guest.
Jesus Christ, Big Rack.
Oh, yes.
We got his ass, y'all. Mount up.
I apologize. I issued an apology.
I got with my lawyer and we produced a formal statement.
No, forget this. No bullshit. So, not the name drop, but Tory Hunter, he's from Pine Bluff.
Name drop, but
he's Hall of Famer, about to be in a Hall of Fame. And I played golf with him and this and that.
From Minnesota,
they call it Pine Bluff. What's that?
Tory Hunter?
Yeah.
Look at Bigger Pine Bluff.
Yeah, he used to be not really our neighbor, but he told me they call it Crime Bluff, and it's that's where I got it from.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man. I gotta get off.
Shut up, Wes. Thanks, fucker.
It's so good. It went around. It just spread the whole night. Do you see what Shane did? What are we talking about? They're like, man, everybody's got.
Hey, can you delete Big Rack's comment, please? Fucker.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
I told you to be ruthless tonight.
Don't call out Tory. Don't drag him down with you, Shane.
Revealing my sources. I'm sorry. I normally don't do that.
I don't do that.
That's so good.
Yeah, I think we're lucky you don't like to put a lot of stuff on Facebook, So.
Video on social media, I know.
I want to say his submit button is broke. He just actually sometimes I think your pocket, doing it. And it's like, man, he's doing this.
He's got AI that if he thinks it turns it into a post and sends it.
Everybody else does this. back. Shane says send.
Hey, you see the shit I post. You should see the shit like I go to post and then I delete. Like I don't post.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
you do
God.
delete stuff.
Oh,
we want to
wow.
see those. We want to see
Wow.
those.
I
screenshot
really
'em
genuinely,
before you
I'm
delete
not
'em next
joking.
time.
I really need to see those. If what you put out there is not the deleted, oh my God.
But here's
This
the
is
deal.
gold.
I post shit I think is funny, and if people get upset, I kind of think that's funny too.
Win-win.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Your athlete gave me permission to say crime.
He did not give me permission. I didn't get a pass. I didn't get a pass to say that
That's funny.
It pretty much takes care of everything, Brian.
word. No, I
I
didn't
mean,
get
as
a
long
pass
as you
to
get
say that
permission.
word.
Oh, it was
I
one of the funniest
apologize. I
things.
issued a formal apology on my Facebook page.
Dearest you people.
This is
I
great.
formally
Look, next
apologize.
business plan, Shane. I'll pay a monthly subscription to the deleted posts. For $9.99 a month, you can see everything I didn't send.
You know how great that'd be. Oh my God.
It's too funny.
You know, to be loud when a lot of Texans are like, you ain't allowed to come here, boy.
Man,
We
I
don't
tell
want
her,
Sign up now and use Crime Bluff for your discount code for 10% off.
Yeah.
we
You
may
will
have
get
to do that.
25% off if you will put hashtag you people.
I don't know what's funnier, like our one-liners or hearing Carmen laugh in the background.
Oh, Carmen's laugh is classic.
Oh, Carmen's got a great laugh for sure. Oh, it's classic. No question.
Man, I always tell everybody, Fireball Lacey's got Parkinson's because whenever I post or say something, she's like,
Yeah, we're pissing off the Michael J. Fox fans. Come on, Shane. Fuck, we're trying to have a clean show here. God damn it.
Speaking of Michael J.
We're
Fox,
over
you
here
can
having
see
a
his
clean
sister,
show,
Bob.
and he's over here making fun of people.
That is why she drinks. She's like, oh shit, he just posted it again and again and again and again.
Man, how many groups can we offend tonight, Shane? I wonder. You know?
hey, hold on.
Are there any Jews in the comments? Any Jews?
No, seriously, happy Hanukkah. We're inclusive.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
people is everyone.
People.
I
Yes, I
say
mean-
you people. Rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape. I think Shane's going to issue a formal apology after the show.
Hey, we're definitely there's no monetizing on this.
No, it's
I
gonna
said
be-
Jews. They take
Oh,
the
man.
not.
It's
Oh,
gonna
I
be more
said-
like whoever I offended, you're welcome for the laugh.
Man, I looked at like the last 10 episodes and none of them are monetized. They've all been taken down.
And we're gonna have to take the donations just to pay the fines.
Telling you, get out of YouTube jail, you know.
on behalf of the city of Pine Bluff, we're going to all get a summons. I'm telling you.
Dude, everybody was nice to me. Except
Well,
on
look,
Facebook.
They thought you had a gun, you know. So
I did.
If we can get 4 free entries right here to Pine Bluff this year, we'll make it right. Okay.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh my God!
Hit me up.
Speaking of that, are you actually? Be honest. Are you going to go back to Pine Bluff this year?
Nah, man.
No, man.
No.
I ain't gonna do with that. Hey, I'll tell you, man, that kind of stuff bothers me. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff don't bother me. No, I just no, I'm not going back. Because we
said,
paid for
"How about
power.
this?"
Man, on. It's hot.
No, here's why I won't go back. Like, and it has nothing to do with that stuff, man. That shit don't scare me. But like, we paid for power, and we were one of the first ones to load in. We didn't even have an option to load in where the power was. He
Well,
put me
Shane,
over by
you have
somewhere,
a fucking mobile home.
but I like it needs
You need
power.
100 amps just to turn the porch light on.
Man,
don't
motherfucker, 10
have
foot
that.
wide and 80 foot long.
It needs power.
Speaking
They're
of
hydropower
Jay,
cords
they
when they
need
see that rig move in.
1.21 gigawatts.
Hey, and then I asked them to refund me for power, and they're like, "Oh, we have volunteers working on that. It takes a little while." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I won't see that for $75."
Man,
But
Pine
And he
Bluff
said,
is
you
like
people are
Liberated
keeping my
now.
money.
yeah, so no, just that kind of bullshit makes me not want to go back and support it. You know. Although
Yeah.
sad to say, I did see somebody. They'd lost somebody from Smoke on the Water Productions. Man,
Yeah,
That
the
is sad to
organizer.
hear.
That
yeah,
was
that's sad. That's really sad to hear.
Ronnie
all
Cates,
joking
I
aside.
believe. He just passed away, I want to say last week, I believe. I saw that as
Oh,
well.
did he really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's,
he's
that's
sad.
real sad to hear, man.
Very, very sad to hear.
Yep.
And I hate that. I mean, that he's put on some really, really big contests. And, regardless of, where they're at or whatever, they've all been, 40, 50, 60, some of them $100,000 contests. So,
Yeah.
And
So,
I got a question, Wes.
hats off to him,
Just to
man.
circle back, she got voted in?
she
at the end?
did. It was
Okay.
pretty much a landslide, man. So good job to all of our fans that went out there and voted, man. All the audience. She won. She doubled up the entire rest of the field.
Congrats,
Gotcha.
Lex.
So congrats, Lex.
Congrats
Absolutely.
to Lex, for sure. No, I've been meaning to ask.
You'll do a great job.
Yep. So she is officially on the board now, and
Officially.
officially. There may be a third runoff.
Okay, gotcha.
Who knows?
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see what water means. Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, I hope they still have that contest only because of the money. I mean, it's always been a high paying contest, but I've always wanted to go to do Murfreesboro and, just for the apples, and it's the same weekend. So it's like, do you go for the apples or do you go for the cash?
Right. Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, I'm just surprised how they get judges to that Pine Bluff, how they show up every year. Like if I judged it once, I don't know if I'd want to go back and judge it, so that's just me, but I guess they circle back every year and get judges. So
yeah,
they did. They didn't hate this white boy's food too bad. I got a 7th place brisket there. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was my only call there.
No, it's not. There were some good ones. I mean, there were some good teams there.
There was.
Yeah,
For sure. They're giving away a lot of money.
They do. They're not stingy with the money, man. They give out a lot of money. Then they give out supposedly a $15,000 diamond ring or whatever. Who knows? I would have sold it for $5,000 to somebody who wanted it, just to get some money back.
$15,000 diamond ring.
Yep. For the last 3 years, they give it's priced at, it's valued at $15,000.
Damn.
Look at Phil. He's like, I can do a diamond ring. My anniversary coming up, baby. This means just like I bought it. I love you.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah, he said, I'm listening. Absolutely.
So you don't have anything going this weekend, Shane? Nothing? No,
nothing. I got asked to kind of do a customer work dinner this Saturday, so I thought about going down to cook. There's an Outlaw not too far from my house. I thought about going to do that, but now I got pulled into a work dinner this weekend, so I'm gonna make old Fireball Lacey happy and stay home this weekend.
The Australians left because of your post.
What's that? I didn't see it.
They're like, we're out of here.
Oh yeah, they were nervous.
They caught them a little bit of down under, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Sat there and grilled some burgers and watched TV and kept drinking.
Right.
I'm serious though. Look up Newburgh, New York. I mean, it's kind of where I grew up. I played basketball in the hood, and I mean,
when did you leave New York? So New York is where you grew up, right?
He was 3.
Yeah, I went down to University of Memphis.
The streets, man. I tell you what, man, you ain't ever seen a stroller roll so fast. I mean, it was rough out there.
Newburgh's an hour north of the
Bronx. When I was 5.
I played junior
it's
college
for a pimp in the hood.
I played junior college ball in Jersey, and I played baseball at the University of Memphis in '94. So I left in '94. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I missed out. I was gonna play us out on "Whoop That Trick." I should have.
What can I say? Shane, you got to Texas as quick as you could. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I'm the damn Yankee. Y'all ain't getting rid of my ass.
Wes is working on it.
Y'all ain't getting rid of my ass.
No, he's abundant himself. He is in Texas, brother. I don't think we could pull him out of there.
Well,
I didn't learn how to cook barbecue till I got to Texas.
Questions look like? Are we getting some Shiggin questions from the crowd?
I think they've just enjoyed. No questions. They've just enjoyed the show, man. We've had a good. This is one of those fun shows.
I'm scared to go back and even read the comments, other than the ones you've been posting.
So Lucas is still here, so we do have one Australian that you haven't offended, So
we have one Australian you hadn't offended. you've hit plenty of groups to offend people, but
Knight's still young. Well,
I'll see Lucas the first week of May coming down for meat stock in Sydney.
You're doing meat stock, yeah?
Yeah, Lacey and I are going down to meat stock, and we might have some special guests going with us. They asked us not to say who they are yet because of
Corey Hunter.
No,
The mayor of Pine Bluff is going.
Okay,
and then we're signed up and paid for the Hawaii comp in July. So,
nice.
man, everybody
you are
started
going to
posting
the
about
Hawaii
that.
comp.
Oh yeah, everybody posted about
Ooh.
that. They're going to do that, and then there's like 5 teams signed up right now.
Hey, are they going to do anything? Probably not, but are they still going to hold to the 15 minimum for it to be a qualifier over in the islands?
Well, so talking to Lisa over there, who's the organizer, they're saying that, they've got a bunch of teams, local teams saying they're going to come cook. They just ain't registered and paid yet. But like all the teams from the States, nobody's really, just ponied up. I know James Powell, 360 Barbecue, said they were going. But I don't know if they've registered and paid yet. I don't know. We'll see.
No, seriously, call out all the ones that haven't ponied up.
Yeah.
Get the list.
All you poor
And let's
bastards.
tag them. Can somebody in the comments tag these people?
We need donations to help them pay their entry fee.
Yeah,
come
the
on.
ones that haven't paid, call them
Man,
out.
Give us a list of shit.
There it
talking.
is. Okay, there's Lisa right there. Yeah, they're holding for 15 minimum.
They'll make it. Man, I
Yeah.
think they'll get there. Barbecue.
I think there are some Shiggin questions for you, Shane. Somebody's asking about brisket.
have quite
They
a
wanna
few.
know. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you cook your brisket more tender in Texas than KCBS?
Yeah, old Bill Purvis taught me that. I posted a video. I thought my brisket was perfect. Thought this brisket was perfect. Turned it in, didn't get a call. The next day, I get a call from old Purvis himself. He goes, "Hey, man, that ain't Texas tender." I was like, fuck. But yeah, when you think it's Texas tender, go 20, 30 minutes more. Yep.
Well, I'll ask all three of you this since y'all cook in Texas a lot. If you were to cook a KCBS in Texas, are you still taking it to CBA tenderness? Or are you taking it to KCBS tenderness?
Sounds like a Cedar Park question.
I would never do that. I don't shake off anyone. But what would you guys do?
Man, it's a cross
You want to do
between
a cross
Pike and
between
Bush.
tight mush.
It's spot on. I know exactly what you're talking about. I get it.
Yeah, no, cook it like you cook it, Wes. Run your program. Run your invitational brisket.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, but the second one.
No, the invitational, not the open.
No, fuck
Run
that.
your day 2 brisket, Wes. Run your
We're
day two.
going day 2. I don't know why I'm thinking day 2. We're doing day 2.
So on Houston, Shane, are you cooking the open and the Dutch oven or just the 3 meats?
No, I just got the 3 meats. They've got a guy, buddy Tim, I think is running the Dutch oven and the open. I'm just running the 3 meats. So yeah.
What team are you cooking with, Shane?
Dar Equipment.
Nice.
Man, we have the furthest possible walk to turn in. It's like if you're looking at the map,
Buck Fred.
bottom left-hand corner, all the way
When
down
you
there.
say y'all, do you mean the person you hand the box to, or what do you mean y'all?
Man, Fireball Lacey with her broken pinky toe.
But look, the thing about Houston is you just gotta get it there sometime, and it counts. They've never turned anybody away. The window's
Yeah, they're
like
not going
an
to turn
hour.
you away. Once
Long as
they
your
once
ambassador's
the
got it
ambassador
taped
puts the
up
paper
and
around
yeah,
it.
all that stuff.
Basically, the turn in is whenever you want it to be. That's
You
kind
can
of-
turn in chicken
You can
during
stop at
brisket day.
every camp along the way and bullshit with people. Once that
sign
takes around,
autographs, hugs, kisses. How's the kids? It don't matter.
they will call looking for you if you don't turn in. They'll call that ambassador.
347 or
Bill paid you. Bill Purvis. we're
Yeah, he
looking for you.
left here about 30 minutes ago. Man, he's on his way.
Out
He
a
probably
search
got
party.
held
He's
up.
probably on the wrong road. We'll find him.
They want
Oh,
everybody.
Lacey said she's getting a handicap scooter. Did she break her toes?
She did. German Shepherd ran in front of her while she was in full stride, and her little pinky toe, she said, went out to the side.
God almighty.
Well, Wes, I come home and I rushed home. I was like, she's in tears, crying. I come home, she's sitting at the kitchen table crying, and I'm picturing her pinky toe going straight sideways. Man, that joker was just
Looked like
little
a pinky
puppy little
toe.
Twinkie. It was a little puppy little Twinkie. It wasn't even sideways, but it hurts. It is broken. I took her to the hospital, had an ER, X-ray. It's broken, but it
You
wasn't out
spot
sideways.
checked her?
Come on,
You
Lacey.
fact checked her is what you did. Let's
Man,
go to the hospital and make sure. I don't think
It's a bruise.
She goes, it's dislocated. Can't they just pop it in? I'm like, no, that joker's broken. I'm like, buddy, tape it. Let's go. Yeah.
Man, a pinky toe.
Jesus.
Break a
Come on, Lacey. Put some fireball on it and walk it off. It'll be all right. You got 9 more.
Fucking dog.
Get the keg out. Get the fireball keg out.
Exactly. You won't even know. You'll cut that little bastard off. You'll get
man, I don't even know what that toe does.
Show Ronnie Lott that pinky toe.
Man,
Cut it off.
The only purpose of that toe is to catch your socks when you're putting them on.
That's it. That is it.
So I saw somebody asked earlier what my go-to chef's choice turn-in is, and it was 2 years ago at Austin. I think I took third or fourth behind Phil at Austin Rodeo. I always
behind Phil, but go ahead.
What's that? What was that?
Yeah, that was a few spots behind Phil, but whatever.
Yeah, you did like some surf and turf. Yeah, I was like third or fourth. Like they only called like top 2 or something or whatever. But like I was close. But dude, I did some bullshit sausage, cream cheese, bacon wrap balls. Yeah, that was always my go-to. You know, and
take it from the top.
Cream cheese, sausage, wrapped in bacon, dunked in barbecue sauce.
That's not bad, brother.
So they were good, but like I stopped doing all that chef choice bullshit when I started focusing on the main meats, you know. But yeah. Jordan Kirkpatrick taught me that. He's like, man, fuck all them ancillaries if you want to win. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's like the rib burns. Do you guys like to do the rib burns like they have them on a Friday night before the contest? Do y'all like to do them?
Depends on the time, man. Depends on what time it is.
Yeah.
If it cuts into my timeline, no, I don't want to mess with it.
I understand. I'm not a fan of them, man.
Phil and Bill don't want to miss half-price appetizers at Saltgrass.
No. And we're cutting into the happy hour. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
That's one thing Phil's going to do is he's going to have his drinks and his appetizers.
That's right.
Come hell or high water.
The hell is that one drink you had, Phil?
Which one?
the crazy one towards the end.
A water.
It's probably the Midnight Rider.
That was it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a bourbon.
It's always
drink.
a good too. What else you got going on, Shane? Anything we need to know about any big things coming up? Yeah, I heard you talking about this rub stuff. I haven't been paying attention because I've been canoeing in Miami. But tell me about this rub things you're talking about.
So Lacey and I, I cook a shit ton of chicken wings, and I was trying to make a buffalo flavored wing rub. Honestly, before Heath Riles released one. But so I was trying to make one, and I bought a bunch of fresh seasonings from a seasoning vendor and stuff, and we were making them and this and that. And I was like, man, this don't taste nothing like a buffalo seasoning. I was like, but it tastes a lot like our chicken rub. So I was like, we took it down to Humble. I was like, fuck. I had a couple people taste it, and they're like, I was looking at Lacey. I'm like, fuck it, let's run it. And sure as shit, we hit second in Humble, tied for first, took second. So I was like, well, maybe we got something here. I mean, maybe we just nailed tenderness and they didn't actually eat the skin. But then we ran it again this weekend at the Outlaw Comp, and we took second again with it, Shit. So, I mean, it's like, shit, maybe this rub is pretty decent. So, yeah.
So when's it coming out?
Well, so I got with Dan Arnold over at Success Seasonings. He owns Suckle Busters, and, trying to help him out. He's got some stuff going on and trying to support his new company. And, man, they're gonna do the first run on it here in the next 10 days or so. And
yeah.
I get about 72 bottles to hand out to give to my friends and tell me that it sucks or they like it. So, yeah, we'll see.
Nice.
Sweet, brother.
That's cool, man.
Get a bottle of that.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I have no plans to scale going to retail. I just want to have fun with this shit and, give it to my friends and maybe sell a couple bottles and whatever, man. Just have fun with it,
Well, you said it. You nailed it early in the show when you said it. You're like, man, I got no, I didn't plan on getting in the rub. Man, I don't think anybody in the rub business planned on getting in the rub business. But, man, glad to see it come to fruition, and that's cool, bro. It's always cool to see something you created with a shaker with your name on it, man. You should be proud.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Y'all support really means a ton, man. I mean, 'cause y'all are legends. I mean, and then Wes is here too. I mean,
did you say Wes or Wesley? I didn't hear you. I didn't know.
I said Wes.
He's practiced that joke for 3 days. I can tell you.
He's like, man, we got to get it in before we're off.
And I sincerely, honestly mean this. Fuck you, Shane.
You would. I think you tried to after Lacey fireballed you.
Micho wants to know what rub took first place.
I tied for first.
Yeah,
So technically me, but no. Yeah, lost a damn tiebreaker. I'm good at losing tiebreakers. Fuck.
Shane's gonna cry again.
This sponsored by little bitches. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, somebody did ask. A little gringo was asking, when's your next contest when you're going to go outside of Texas?
The
The Royal.
No, Australia.
That's true. You're getting in Phil's territory there.
Australia, then Hawaii. We're not going to Alaska this year. I just can't pull that off. And then shit, I don't know, probably Kansas or Missouri. No, I don't play guitar. Those are for when I have people come over and play. One's Lacey's grandpa's, the black one. That one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The other one's Tory Hunters.
The other one's signed by Clay Walker. That one.
Man, who's that guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
name
got it
dropping.
at,
I'm not
Chris
name dropping or
Calvin.
anything. And Bill Jordan
Fun
killed that buck back there. He was on
No, I killed those.
It's not. I don't even shoot guns. I'm a peaceful person. I hit this with my truck.
I killed those jokers.
Yeah. I wish I can go to a high fence barn.
Wish you could afford it.
They got him on a leash. Yeah.
That's the only
It's
money,
out
dude.
there in Onward, Mississippi, where Teddy Roosevelt shot the bear. Just tied to a damn tree.
on horseback.
Yeah. You want us to whack this one for you, Shane? Towing your truck?
It's only money. It's only money, Wes.
I know it, brother. It's
We
only
can make
credit.
more.
That's true. We can. We can lose more too.
He said black one.
Lose more, just hang out with you.
There's no doubt on that. I can spend it. Oh, good. That's good.
I
stuff.
never. You ever shot? I never. I'm not even.
And we got a guitar and we got you all's guitar.
Yeah. There's you people's right there. The black one over there on the behind them.
I think we better shut it down, boys.
Yes.
It's been nice.
Dog it.
we're an hour and 17 minutes. We've kind of danced on the line. We better shut this some bitch down. You know.
I think it should be
I
like
hear in
that.
their back there laugh.
Wait, we got to get Shane can think of sponsors, right?
Yeah, we ain't got to shut it down that quick. Keep it clean,
Let-
Shane.
Let's
We're on the line.
let Shane
Man,
thank
I'm
all of
clean.
his
Y'all
sponsors.
been a nasty fuckers.
Yeah. Thank you, Palm Bluff. Appreciate all
Okay,
you.
shut it down. That was it.
He's
First of all,
gonna
thank you boys for having me
and make
on.
his apologies, you know.
Yeah. No, thank y'all for having me on, man. It's an honor. I mean, it really is a privilege to be on the show. I think everybody would be privileged to be here except Chris Shaver. Fuck that guy. But, LC, thanks for backing me this year. Phil, thanks for everything you've always done for me, man, with the rubs and the knowledge. The barbecue store, Dustin Stanley and Elena there, they take care of us. Man, Doodle Q, that DAP rub is pretty freaking good. Hooray Grills, my grill sponsor. We don't really use them on the competition scene too much, but man, in the backyard, they're built solid and quality. I mean, just take care of us, man. You know, Suckle Busters, Success Seasonings, we'll have our rubs coming out. And if you want to try them. If you don't, I got more for me to use. So
There you
cheers,
go.
y'all.
Hey, not one person gives a shit.
Appreciate
Really,
it, Shane,
that's
man. It's
enough.
fun
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
you grow,
again.
brother.
Shane. We
Yeah,
only
it
missed
really
the
is
little
fun
one.
watching you grow every weekend and get better and better. So
Thanks,
I
buddy.
expect big things out of you this year.
The grind is real, man.
Absolutely, it is.
Well,
Thanks for coming on, Shane. That was a fun
man, thank
show.
y'all for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Man, appreciate
And
you.
apologize, Shane, for putting you off for the last 6 weeks. You know,
Hey, man.
so thanks
Month.
for holding tight, bro. You know,
I'll wait for everybody.
Non-monetized streak at 12. Thanks.
Let him catch another one. He's like, I'm coming back on, right? Am I coming back on?
Did I pass?
Hey, if you do win one of these next two, we're going to have to start charging people to come on.
Yes, me.
Fuck.
there's gonna be a fee. You know,
There's definitely going to be a fee with.
and it's
the
not gonna
way
be
this is going.
$1.99 smoking.
No, it's going to be an
token.
auction. It's going to be an
I'll
auction.
tell you know what I'm changing in Houston? Not a damn thing.
Oh,
Don't,
shit.
man. Run
No.
your shit.
Well, although 10 slices in a box of brisket is fucking a lot.
It
Wait
is
till you
that.
see. Oh, you've seen the box though.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're little guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, shut us down, Wes, man. We'll do it all again next week.
You going backstage tonight or no?
Yeah, we'll shut this thing down.